This is Chris at Pooty Paintball, and today we're going to go over the new Axe Mini Pooty bolt. So let's kind of go over the differences between the stock bolt and the new bolt. So it's an aluminum bolt. We didn't want to go with the plastic bolt because we wanted a more durable bolt, a bolt that we could stick an O-ring on the tip. That way we can kind of custom tune the breech seal. And we wanted to have a super micro-honed bore. That way the 3 O-rings that are on your bolt guide will move a lot more smoother and better. It'll let you be able to drop your settings. So if you notice the inside, super smooth in there. It's like a barrel in there, and it's a large bore. So if you look at the stock bolt, you'll see the differences between the bore. Not the bore, but where the air actually escapes out. Now with the stock bolt, because it has a soft tip, they have to step that down there. It has a 90-degree angle that the air has to pass around. They do that so the soft tip doesn't blow out. So air actually goes through, hits that 90-degree ledge, and then goes out. Now with our bolt, we don't have a ledge. It just goes straight out the bolt's tip. So a lot more airflow. It'll be quieter, less turbulent also, because you're not going to have that air hitting that ledge and then passing around it, then hitting your ball. So yeah, that's what we want to do, and that's one of the reasons why we went with the metal bolt. Now obviously you're looking at the bolt's tip. The flat face is pretty much the industry's going with it now. MacDev, Eclipse. I mean, I wouldn't doubt the rest are going to follow it. Everyone's starting to realize that you don't need to have a cup face anymore, because if you do have a cup face, the ball could roll back. If it rolls back, then you're possibly going to have clipping of the second ball. And if it doesn't roll back, your ball's actually going to be hit by the ball, because it's going to be spaced. But with the flat face bolt, the ball's actually right on the bolt's tip, so it pushes the ball. So 2 things we did with this bolt. You're not really looking at efficiency with this bolt, even though you can drop your settings. This bolt is made to shoot the most brittle paint. It's going to change the sound. It's going to have a better sound because of the better airflow, but it's going to let you shoot the most brittle paint, because I mean, if this bolt doesn't shoot the paint, then it's not going to shoot. So yeah, we'll kind of show you how that works with the paintballs and how it indexes inside the breech and all that good stuff. Another thing we did to lighten the bolt is we grooved the outside. That way it's a little bit lighter. And yeah, so there you go. You can also run a 15 on this bolt tip O-ring, or a 14. We're sticking 14 on there. But if you have a breech that's more worn out, you can use a 15 to seal a little bit better. You can go ahead and test your blowback, and you know, normally you can test your feet per second. It'll tell you if you have blowback. Okay, now we're outside, so we're going to be showing you ball rollback and how the bolt works with the ball. So we have the stock bolt in here, so let's go ahead and put a paintball in there. Now as you can see, you can actually see my finger in the breech pushing it into the ball's face. So this ball has a lot of movement in the breech. You're going to be able to move that thing around. So as you can see, either it's going to clip the second ball, possibly if your balls are really small, or it's going to roll back into the face where your ball is going to actually smack the ball. So let me kind of show you how this works with the Pooty bolt. Let's take that out. Okay. Alright, so we got the Pooty bolt in there. Now let's kind of show you how this works. So drop the ball in there. Now as you can see, the ball is resting on the bolt's face. There's not going to be a lot of movement. Now look at me trying to push the ball back. It just doesn't go anywhere. There's hardly any ball movement. Better eye readings, better on paint. You're going to be able to shoot the most brittle paint with this bolt. Okay, now let's do a quick little crappy shooting video. I'm by myself. I kind of want to get this video out to you guys. We're going to be running a dwell of 5.5 with the Pooty bolt first and then the stock bolt. The reason why you do a video like this on such a low dwell is to show the efficiency of the bolts. At low dwells, you can really see how efficient the bolt is working, how good the airflow is, etc. So instead of having a normal setting gun, we'll set it up as low as we can go, swap out the bolts, and see how they react. We are running a dwell of 5.5. Let me set that up so you guys can see that. Okay. 5.5 on the dwell. Right. Pressure I'm running at is 150 on the gauge. Okay, first bolt is the Pooty bolt. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, first shot is 256. Do not run this dwell. This dwell is way too low. 272. So it's inconsistent, but it should be at 5.5. $250. Okay, we'll do 2 more shots. We're gonna do 4 each. 262. So I'd say 6.57 would be the lowest I would go. This is a brand new gun also. And 257. So let's degas this sucker. So there's the Pooty bolt, as you can see. So, wow, look at that. Didn't even realize there is no lube on those rear O-rings. Okay. So I have a freshly lubed stock bolt. A lot more lube on that. Again, sorry for the crappy video. Just don't have any helpers right now. Okay, air it up. Let's give this a shot. Okay, 219. It's a drastic drop in feet per second. $211. Let's hope I don't shoot anybody. $214. And just for good measure, we'll do 2 more. $214, and the last one will be $212. So as you can see, with the dwell of 5.5, there's a dramatic difference. So it kind of shows you the efficiency of the airflow and efficiency of just how well the bolt is running at such a low dwell.